From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Hi, and good morning and welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. This Friday, July 4th on KLAV. We have a great show today. We've got Sung Bae. Hi, how you doing, Sung?
Doing great. How are you?
Good, good. He's a pianist and a musical conductor. We've also got Matthew Brown. Hi, Matthew.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, good. I know that you and Chef Michael have known each other from a long time ago.
About 35 years. We were 12 when we met.
Just 35 years, yes. And you've got a lot of different online what do they call it?
It's a social news network.
Yes.
We're one of the first of its kind.
Right, and you've got all kinds of channels, so we're going to
Yes.
find out more about that later. And then we also have Meredith Krause. Hi, Meredith.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Good, good. And you're a singer, and I know you brought a CD, but they put it on DVD, so I guess we're not going to be able to play her music. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we'll get her to sing something a cappella later. And then, of course, we have John Stewart here.
Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, guest.
Yes, good morning. Did you go to see the Barbershop Quartets last night?
I did go see the Barbershop Quartet last night.
Good. And how was it?
It was fabulous.
Good, good. Well, we had such a good time having the Sunny Boys here yesterday, and as you heard on our little intro here, they did a tag for us, so that was wonderful. So, and then of course we have the fabulous, the magnificent, the amazing.
You already introduced me.
Chef Michael.
All right, hold it down. What the hell are you people listening to us this morning? It's 4th of July. You should be outside making those hamburgers.
Well, they
and hot
are.
dogs.
They are. They've got the radios blaring outside their
Oh, my
houses
God.
and on the golf courses and everywhere, and out of the trucks, if they're over at the races or wherever they are, and they're outside, they're preparing their meals and getting ready for this wonderful day that we're celebrating. America's birthday,
Yeah.
July 4th.
Yeah, no,
And whose birthday we celebrate?
My
Independence.
favorite birthday is the Columbus Day. That's when Abraham Lincoln freed the Italians. And it was wonderful. And I'm so. What are you laughing about, Matt? It's the truth. Anyway, I know this morning I got up and I was at the Grasso's.
I know, at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. and
he was over
Carl
there.
got up and I said, "What are you doing?" He
Hi.
said, "Mike, I was counting my money." I said, "For God's sake, open up the
Yeah,
door."
but I heard he hurt his wrist.
He
Yeah,
did.
because he was counting so
Counting-
much. And
he got his
so,
money.
yeah,
I
know.
thought he had the wine for the
He's
party
got a
tomorrow.
wrist brace on now.
He
yeah.
was carrying his money bags. And Lisa, I know you're listening. She's a doll. Don't touch the ovens because I put the roast. I'm making it
Don't
for my
touch the
birthday
ovens.
tomorrow. We got about 100. We had 140 RSVPs.
Oh my gosh.
So I made 50 pounds of roast beef, and this is a wonderful thing, and I'm very, very glad. And naturally tonight, Sandy and I, as everybody knows, that we have a little piece of the West Wing Cigar Lounge, and I go over there on Wednesdays
Yeah,
and Fridays.
there's a little corner
very
piece
corner,
of
very
the-
corner
on the
piece, and
corner of
Amy's
the
out
building,
there,
yeah.
and I cook there on Wednesdays and I entertain. So it's going to be fantastic. I'm very, very excited because tomorrow's the big day. It's my birthday. I'll be 62 years old. Jesus, God in heaven, 62. Oh, I'm sorry, I was banging the table. That was me, everybody. So anyway, we got Dr. Perry. We're going to a birthday. We're going to his house at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, to celebrate the 4th of July.
Right,
Yes,
and,
with Diana and Dr. Perry.
And I'm not cooking, Diana. I'm an easy guy. Just give me a hot dog. And then tonight,
But we're bringing something.
yes, we're going to bring a bottle of wine. I got that Mogan David. It's cheap. So what do we have, honey? We got.
What do we have?
No. What we're going to do is we're going to be at Dr. Perry's, and then tonight
Tonight,
at the club, guess who we
West
got
Wing
performing?
Cigar Lounge, we've got the Tommy Thompson Project
The
with
Tommy-
Jeannie Snow.
Tommy.
That's right. And also, you're going to be cooking
Yep.
there
Yeah, I'm
tonight.
gonna be there tonight.
It's going to be a day full of food, entertainment, and laughs, and lots of fun.
Right, now let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the West Wing is not like Sienna's Deli or the other joints that are out there. It's a 4,000 square foot little nightclub. It's gorgeous. I mean, when you go in, you go out of your mind. Johnny Stewart's always over there. He's always asking for free food and booze. But it's wonderful, and you got to make a reservation. Listen to me. The place only seats for dinner 40 people. That's it, for dinner, sit-down dinner. Now, it seats 120, but we got the big chairs where you can relax, and the coffee tables. But who the hell wants to eat a filet mignon bending over eating on a coffee table? So you got to turn around, and I'm telling you, please, please make a reservation because Wednesday night we had the lines around the corner. We couldn't get everybody.
Oh,
in.
and next Wednesday we're going to have a packed house because we've already got 38 reservations.
Right,
oh my
so-
gosh, and that was one group.
One group, so they came back and
Hi,
they,
Misha. How you doing? I'm
Hi,
over
Misha.
here too. Don't
There's
forget
Misha,
me.
my girl. Hey, girl, what's going on, girl? How you doing, girl?
We got Misha behind the camera today, and also we've got Red Nelson.
Yay! What's up,
Good to
Red?
see you,
How you
Red.
doing? Did you comb your hair?
Yeah, we got
You
double.
son of a! You're lucky the
double
rabbis here. I would
sensation,
say
yeah.
something on the air. Comb your hair, and cut your hair.
And of course, we got Ryan here at the board, and that's. What? How come he always gets all the applause?
You're doing all the special effects for yourself, kid. Okay, you know, Sandy, next to me
What?
is Matt Brown.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Actually, he's Matthew Brown. He said,
Matthew
but
Brown.
Michael always calls me Matt.
Matt.
Matt, I go back with Matt over 35 years. Let me tell you about sales.
Yes.
All right, there was nobody at La Mesa RV Center, the motorhome dealership, that was as great as this guy. Now, when it comes to selling, there's two parts of selling. You got the front end and you got the back end. I was never good on paperwork, never. So Matt, oh, I'm sorry, honey. You want to say something?
No.
Oh, you look okay. I'm sorry. All right, folks, I'll come back later with this information.
Michael,
No,
no.
I'm teasing. I'm having fun. I'm having a good
Jeez.
time. I'm having a good time. She's very touchy this
Hey,
morning.
hey.
Very touchy. She didn't. I'm cooking the roast beef over the grassos.
Shut up. Just talk.
Oh my God in heaven. Anyway, I would come in and I would say, Matt and I were partners. Now, when you go into a deal, you got to split the back end. But Matt had these people on paper within 15 minutes. And I would come back, I would get people in the motorhome, take them to Mel Charleston. I would say, let me ask you a question. If I make a payment that makes sense to you, would you buy today? And the couple would say, yes, I would. The minute I heard yes, I make a U-turn, go right back to the club. I said, Matt, we got Mr. and Mrs. Flanagan, whatever the frick their name was. And if we can make a payment that makes sense, they will buy today. Folks, am I right? Yes, we would. Within 10 minutes. Matt had the deal. And those days when we sold motorhomes, we made $20,000. Ain't like today. Those days we made great money. And Matt Brown was one of the greatest. And I haven't seen this kid for years. And your mom, the girls over, that's your daughter. I didn't know that was your daughter.
No, that's not his daughter.
Oh, I thought it was his daughter.
No.
Oh, what?
No.
Well, what the hell you telling me it was his daughter for? I was her father. What are you talking
Her
about?
father wasn't able to come today.
Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
Was he a
came
stand-in
anyhow.
father?
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Father's
his
a singer. You know her father too.
really.
Who's her father?
Robert Taylor. You said you know him.
Oh, Bobby Teal, is that your old
That's
man?
her dad.
Oh my God.
That's her dad.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, Matt, tell your dad I said hi. Matt Brown's wife wrote a song called Kool-Aid Face, and I want Sandy to sing it.
Go ahead. He wants you to sing it now. Kool-Aid Face.
I don't know the
No,
song.
no, his wife wrote a song. Remember that, Matt?
Yeah.
I never forgot that. Anyway, I'm going to turn it back over to Sandy, and I'm not going to say nothing anymore, folks, because I'm going home. Goodbye.
Well, I don't know what that was all about. But anyway, so are you going to tell us about any of your recipes? Come on.
No. No, last night.
Well, then I'm sending you home, okay?
You can send me home. That's fine. I get on my Harley Davidson. I go for a ride. I go see Dr. Perry.
Come on, it's 4th of
Where did we
July. You
go
have to
last
have a
night?
special dish you're preparing tonight.
Where'd we go last night?
We went to that Italian restaurant on Charleston.
What was the name of the Italian restaurant?
You have the card.
Wait a minute. The Marcos?
Yes, DeMarco's. That's it.
Let me tell you something. This
Yes.
guy was terrific. We went in there, and I got to tell you, their meatballs were fantastic. 731-1230.
And the lasagna.
The lasagna was excellent.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
You know, and I says he's supposed to give us a call. He might be counting his money
I
too
know,
after
I know,
what
I know.
the bill was last night. And no, but he
Well,
kidding.
no, what's funny is we met the chef's wife over at the Cheesecake Factory.
What was her name?
Yeah, and well, you've got all the cards.
I don't.
Look, he's going through his wallet.
Yeah,
He's going-
I'm looking.
But anyway, we had the lasagna over there at DeMarco's last night, and it was wonderful. And then we were talking with the owner, and we were talking to him about the event that's coming up in September, and we're hoping that they'll join us for the big meatball cook-off. Yeah, so
Yes, we're
that should
having
be a
it.
lot of fun.
We're going to be having it at one of our major sponsors, Smith's.
That's right.
On Durango, and we're very excited that we're having that there. And I'm telling you something, I'm having a lot of fun, Sandy. I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm looking forward today because I'm off for 3 days. I don't have to go back to the office for 3 days.
You're off. You've got a huge party tonight. I mean, we've got a huge party this afternoon. We've got a huge party tonight over at the West Wing Cigar Lounge. Tomorrow is the big birthday party with Joanne and you and Lisa for all three of you.
Lisa
And
Grasso.
so we're going to be celebrating.
Yes.
Yes, Lisa Grasso.
Yeah.
And and then Sunday, do we get Sunday off?
What's Sunday? What's happening Sunday?
We get to relax.
Could we go golfing Sunday?
No, we're just going to relax.
We live in Canyon Gate. We're
Anyway.
on the 18th hole. Could I jump over the fence and at least play the last back nine?
Sure, of course you can. We've never played the back nine because we always start on hole one. Well, anyway, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and we're here Monday through Friday, every day at 9 a.m. on KLAV. And, you know, we've got a lot of great acts here today. We've got Sung Bae, and Sung, you are you're a pianist, a master pianist, and also you're a musical conductor and producer of shows. And you're from Korea?
Yes, I was born and raised in Korea.
Yeah.
I moved to Las Vegas when I was 15, spent about 17 years here, and I moved back to Korea about 3 years ago and just got back literally like 7 days ago.
Oh my gosh. How's the weather over there right now?
Right now it's close to 100 with humidity of 70%.
Oh my gosh.
So
At least
it's
we have a
horrible.
dry heat here.
Yeah,
Las
absolutely.
Vegas.
I'd rather choose the dry heat over the humid heat.
What part of
any day.
Korea are you from?
Seoul.
You know, it's funny. Back in '45, I was in the war, the Second World War, and I was in there. And I'm only teasing. I wasn't even born in the Second World War.
But you notice we all believed you for a
I
second.
know. And Misha looked at me like, "Oh, what do you mean, what?"
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
That's not quite Misha's voice.
Well, it
Misha has
is,
a
it
very
is.
delicate, nice voice.
No.
And in fact, her mother was here the other day, Cynthia, and she's such a nice woman. And they came out to see us at the West Wing
Yes.
Cigar Lounge. It was so much
And
fun.
they walked out on the bill. Listen, let me ask you a question. I'm only teasing you. Are you taking your mother tomorrow? Maybe.
Oh my
God in
gosh!
heaven.
Maybe she wants to go on her own.
Yeah, that's true. Are you coming? You're not coming, are you, Miss? Are you coming to the birthday? Yeah, I'm coming. Jesus, God, I was hoping you'd say no. Anyway, go ahead.
So Sung, tell us a little bit about how you got involved, with so many different production shows, and you've really produced a lot. I'm sitting here looking at your resume. Oh my gosh, you've got, Fiddler on the Roof, South Pacific, Guys and Dolls, Footloose, Into the Woods, Show Tunes, Fantastics, Seussical, Cinderella, Hello Dog. Now some of these you were playing keyboards in,
Yes,
playing pianos
yeah.
and stuff, and but you were a musical director for Footloose and 2x2, Peter Pan, Into the Woods, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, I was very fortunate. When I first moved here to the United States, I didn't speak a word of English, and I couldn't make any friends. And you know how kids are at high school. They're making fun of me.
They pick on you.
and
They pick on you.
They pick on me.
They didn't pick on me.
Yeah, I guess I look pretty soft. So, they picked on me pretty bad. But, once I started playing piano, got involved with band, that's how I made friends. And in junior year, I participated in the first musical Wizard of Oz playing keyboard, and I fell in love with it. So ever since then, just one thing led to another. My former teachers, who also ran a community production company, so, they hooked me on to musicals. They led me to Super Summer Theater, a lot of local community theaters here and there, and it was just a very fortunate blessing run.
And you've also composed some music too.
Yeah, actually the reason that I went to Korea was to start composing some Christian music, and
Wow.
I've been involved with the youth Christian camp. We host over 20,000 kids, biannually, and I wrote about 8 songs that they sing, and now it's throughout about a couple thousand churches over Korea, that sings regularly.
So when you're doing that, have you done any of that here at all? Or are you just mostly in Korea?
Writing wise, a lot of them are done in Korea. I'm
Uh-huh.
starting to working on some projects here, but nothing solid yet. But once I do, I'll definitely come
What
back and let
about
you
the
know.
Jewish people? Do you know anything for the? Because we got Rabbi Brown over here.
Funny.
What do you think? You're always Christian music. What about Jewish music? What happened to the Fiddler on the? You did Fiddler on the Roof.
I know,
But, you
yeah.
know.
That's a good start.
Is that a good start, man?
It's the funny thing is the last gig before I moved back to Vegas was playing for the synagogue.
There you go. See? So there's a
The
connection.
Point. So
You're in.
Johnny's trying to get a word in edgewise here. Johnny, come on, jump in here.
His brother's the one, Danny Bay, that's taken me to Seoul, Korea. He and his associates.
Oh, that's
that we
great.
open up in November.
Uh-huh.
And also, it's very possible that, and I'm working with Song to help him get a job here as a conductor and musical and get him going here.
Well, we need
and
a conductor,
he could
John.
be, yeah.
Why don't you take him tomorrow?
He needs to go to the cigar lounge.
No.
Where? To your house?
At the party.
And he
Because I
can
got
conduct all the
you play
performers.
jazz. I mean, you can play whatever you
plays
want.
everything.
I want to tell you something. I got the best jazz quartet in Las Vegas is going to be at the party. And I would love to have you because a lot of very important
Come and
people will
sit
be
in,
there.
yeah.
Naturally, we'll have it. It'll be videoed. We got photography. It'll be great. It'll be a great opportunity. Do you have anything like people can hear you? You have like a website, like Sandy? Nothing like that.
no, I need to work on that.
Well, guess
yeah.
what? Don't
How
worry about
Facebook?
it.
I do have a Facebook, but it's more of a social site.
But nobody could see you play?
No.
Well, here's your opportunity. Because
Yeah.
see that guy right there? That camera's going to be at that house.
We're going to introduce you
We're
to
gonna
America in a
introduce
big
you to
way.
America.
Awesome.
And Matt Brown, we want you there too, Rat, because I need a yarmulke. Bring me, because I got a lot of Jews for friends.
Well, you know what?
That's
If
We're
you're
gonna
just
stream him
tuning,
live. We'll stream him live in Korea. We have a Korean newspaper.
all right, there you go. There you go. Well, if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and that is Chef Michael over
That's
there.
right, that's
yes, and so we've got a lot of great things to talk about. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
If I was a rich man,
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Now, Chef, you never really did give us a recipe. Are you doing anything special tonight at the West Wing Cigar Lounge that you want to tell us about?
Well, you know, I tell you something. We have a cook that's there, very, very nice young man. You know, he's not in the quality of these people like to use the word chef. There's chefs and there's cooks, and I'm slowly teaching him. So I'm going to stick with a very simple menu, which the fettuccine alfredo we're going to make, the chicken marsala. He's got the other stuff down, and I like to put what I'd like to put on the menu is my special wings, my special wings. It's a teriyaki wing that is absolutely exquisite, and that's what I like to make. What do you think about that, Sam?
Okay. Well, how are you going to make them?
Oh, it's a secret.
Well, you got to tell us.
One at a time. Well, you get the buffalo wings, and what you do
One at
now,
a
so
time.
they got to
Go
be. Remember, folks, anytime you go to the store and you buy yourself wings, they're frozen. Never throw a frozen wing in hot oil because that's water and oil, and you get seriously hurt. Make sure it's always thawed out and the wings are dry. You put that in there and you deep fry them. Once they're done, you take them out. Now, ready for this? You get yourself butter, garlic, onion, brown sugar, and soy sauce. Then get those wings that were just fried and put them in that pot and let them boil for an hour. I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You never in your life tasted a wing like this. When I had my Italian restaurant, that was the only thing I ever had on there. And it was funny because it was like more of an oriental type of flavor, like a teriyaki type of stuff. But the way I made this, it's like I made my lamb. Same type of situation, and it's really good. So that's one of the things I'm going to make. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a good time, and I still want to go home.
You just want to go home and eat and make food.
Right.
Now you got us all hungry.
We got a lot of eating going on today. A lot of different foods. Yes, Diana's going to be cooking for us, and then you're going to be cooking later on tonight. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can handle all this food.
You need 3 days
Yeah,
off.
You come
I
to the
need
party,
3
Matt?
days off. Right.
Matt's coming.
All right, all right. So Meredith, you're a singer, and I guess your father's a singer also.
Yes.
Yes. Who's your father?
His name is Robert Taylor. He's a retired battalion chief for the fire department, and right now he's currently singing with the Gladys Knights Unified Voices Choir, along with my uncle Philip Taylor and my oldest sister Sandy.
So you've got a big musical family here, yeah.
Oh, yes, we
yeah,
do.
Yeah. Did you grow up here in Las Vegas?
Yes, I am a native here. I've been here for most of my life, and I really want to be able to take this time to really show my own talents and be able to get my music out there, because I write my own particular type of music, but I also have other people that inspired me to get to that point of my life.
Well, what kind of style are you writing? Is it what genre is it?
I write all different kinds of types of music. I write anything from inspirational music to like classic and rock inspiration, but some of my biggest influences in music have either been from my family or my own favorite type of songwriters and people that I listen to in my everyday life.
Like who? Like who? Who's your favorite songwriter or singer?
Well, one
Sandy
of my
Kastel.
favorite.
No, besides
Say it, kid.
me. No.
No,
She hasn't
actually,
known me
but-
until today, so.
She's close.
No, I've actually heard of Sandy before. I've actually listened to her station a couple of times.
Oh, great,
You know,
great.
but today, I mean, some of my favorite singers probably, I love listening to Scott on SOS for one of them. I think he
Scott?
has some great music going on there. It's one of my favorite stations of all time.
Oh, cool.
But my favorite singers, I have to say, are probably Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, that have been my biggest.
So like big power ballad singers.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I also
yeah.
like that rough side the rock and roll side of like Pink
Like Sophie
Floyd.
Tucker or somebody like that.
Yeah, well, kind of. But it's more like Bonnie Tyler.
Oh yeah, Bonnie Tyler.
Bonnie
right.
Tyler,
You're right on.
Steve Miller Band, Pink Floyd, all those kind of
Well, you
classic
know what?
rock songs too are
Okay,
just
so you like a
fantastic.
variety of music, and
Yeah.
so what you've done is now you've created your own songs that you've written. And now, what do you do with your songs once you write them? Are you recording them?
Well, I like to record them, but I like to put my own little twist on it and make it something kind of different and brand new. So you're getting all these different sounds into one.
Well, let me say something. We had a girl here day before yesterday. The kid that came down and sang. We got the club, and we got the best jazz quartet ever in Vegas. Chaz Michaels Quartet.
We had Ariel Austin in. Yes.
Ariel Austin. Sweetheart of a girl. This girl came down to the club, and every Wednesday we have an open mic where we give people like yourself an opportunity to come and do a song. You know, I never get a chance to sing because Sandy won't let me. She wants me to cook. But you're welcome to come down and sit in, and it would be very good for you. And that girl,
Yeah.
Ariel, was absolutely, John,
Oh, yeah.
that kid was terrific.
So do you do any jazz at all, or have you done any of that?
I do like to do some jazz. Mostly I like to do blues. I like to do
Oh, blues. We love blues. Yeah.
I like R&B. I like rock. I like
Well, can you
all
give us
kinds
an
of-
example since we don't have your CD to play? You feel
Sure,
like that? Are
yeah.
you comfortable with that? I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot or anything.
No problem.
Okay.
Get it, girl.
I keep on falling in and out of love with you. Sometimes I love you. Sometimes you make me blue. At times I feel good. At times I feel used. Loving you, darling, makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone way that I love you. Oh, oh, I.
Thank you. Misha just went, yeah, that's the kind of I'm talking about, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Well, Meredith, do you have a Facebook that we can find you?
You know, I don't have a Facebook account.
What? No Twitter? No Facebook? No Pinterest? No nothing?
She's kind of moving in the 21st century.
Yeah, yeah. What? And no website yet.
I have my own. I have a Gmail account, but I don't
Well,
have my
that's
own
exciting.
Facebook account.
Well, a Gmail account. Your
How about
father's worth
YouTube?
over $1 billion. Tell him to fork out some money and help you out.
I don't know, but if anybody likes me, they can give me a comment on Gmail. It's meredithkraus1@gmail.com.
Well, Merritt, guess what? You
Okay.
come down to the club and have some fun. Bring some of your friends
Yeah.
down there. You'll enjoy yourself. I'll give you an opportunity. Have you worked with a band before? Live
Yes,
band?
I have.
Yeah, because these guys are dead, the people that I have.
Oh my gosh, my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Meredith, for coming on the show. It's great to hear your voice. You're absolutely stunning. Yeah, you have a
Thank you.
gorgeous voice. Yes. So, tell me, if you make it big, who would be the biggest support system and why?
You know what? My biggest support system in my life would have to be my family, my father, my husband, and my 3 beautiful kids that I love so much.
You've got kids?
Yes,
you mean you're
I
old
do.
enough to have kids? You look like you're just about 17 years old.
Nope. Nope. I wish I could say that again, actually.
Oh my
But,
gosh! Congratulations. That's
yeah,
great.
right now I have my kids out there in Ocean Springs, Mississippi with their father. And then I have my husband who's with my 2-year-old right now. She's a stinker, but I love her very much.
Oh, how
Well,
sweet.
that's great. So, what kind of message do you want to send out to the world with your own music, the music that you have composed?
There's 90,000 listeners, you know
That's
that.
right. So, tell us your message.
My message today is there's not only one particular type of music. There is going to be a variety, but nobody's going to sound the same. You're going to know me because I have my own particular style. It's kind of funky, but it's hot. And it's going to be brand new, and I hope that everybody really enjoys what I have to give.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will, because I can tell you sing from your soul. You know, you just
that
get
was
it
great.
all out there. Thank you so much.
I got tears in my eyes.
I know, and if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael here on KLAV, and we're going to be right back with a message from our after a message from our sponsors.
731-1230. Come on, make a call. Stop cooking them hamburgers. They're overdone. I can smell them burning.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know what? I've got a caller on the phone. Who is that?
Who's calling?
Hey, it's Albert from Dom DeMarco's Pizzeria and Bar.
Hey,
Albert, how are
buddy! What's up, Al? I got to tell you something, man. Last night we went to your place. I got to tell you, the meatballs were terrific. I'm not one for lasagna. My grandmother made it. That was the worst thing. I just don't like lasagna. Your lasagna was to die for. Ladies and gentlemen out there in radio land and television land, I want you to listen to me. The owner. We went to see him last night. And we had dinner with the Grassos.
Yes.
Thank God for the Grassos, because they're billionaires and we love walking with them because they always pay. No, I'm only teasing. And we sat down, and first of all, the customer service at your place, Sandy and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
It was incredible. The
Our
decor
waitress
was
is
great.
wonderful.
And we sat down, and I had the Caesar salad, which was phenomenal.
Yeah, we
and the
scooped
first
it out.
thing I say when I go to an Italian restaurant, let me have a couple meatballs. Now, I can't eat the stuff I used to because I got a bad tummy. I got to be very careful with my tummy. what I'm eating. But I got to tell you, it was delicious. The meatballs were great. The sauce was terrific. The lasagna was to die for. But I'm going to tell you something, folks. Do yourself a favor. Get in the car, go over there, and go eat his food. His food is great. Because Sienna's Deli's great. There's a lot of great restaurants. We got one of our big sponsors, which is the Tuscany. Their food is great. But I got to tell you, there's only a handful of Italian restaurants that are terrific. And Don, your place is one of them.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. We had such a great time with you guys. It was so much fun. We really enjoyed having you there. I'm so glad you came over.
So, Albert, you told us that pretty much you're there all the time. How do you ever get a break and go away and do anything fun if you're always
well,
at the restaurant?
I very rarely do. But
So you're.
well, that's the life of a restaurateur.
Yes, I've heard.
Well, Al, let me ask you a question. You're Italian. What paese are you? What part of Italy was your family from?
Salerno.
So-
Provincia de Salerno, Napoletan.
So you're Napolitan like me. Well, you know something I asked? I'm not going to tell you how old you. You told me how old you were, which was amazing, 104, and you look great. No,
Don't mention it.
And I'll be 62. Do you know why we lost the war in Italy? I always ask
Why?
Italian people, do you know? Because we only fought one day. You know that. Don't laugh, Matt. Just because you're a Jew. Don't give me no crap, all right? The bottom line, I want the truth. Do you know why we lost the war in Italy?
I don't. Please tell me.
Well, I want you to know, because since you own that place and you get a lot of people that are not Italian, well, Antonio Andolini, General Andolini was at the front, and we only fought one day, and we ran out of ammunition. True story. And he said to the troops, bring up the shells. And these guys bought up a box of Renzoni. And that's the reason why we lost the war in Italy. John Stewart said, what the hell was that? He's a Mormon. What the hell does he know about Italian food?
So, Al, I wanted to, say something about when we were over at the Cheesecake Factory. We met the wife of your chef.
Amy Caravaggio.
That's right, Amy. And then she told us, we were telling her about the thing that we have coming up, the Meatball Fest that we have coming up in September. And she says, well, you should talk to my husband because he's over at Dom DeMarco's.
Well, we got to have you
Yes.
here, Don, as our guest. We definitely want to book you for the show next week. That's open. Sandy and I would love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. Come on.
And
we
everybody.
love to spend time with you guys. It was so much fun.
Now, not only is the lasagna incredible, the meatballs great, and the Caesar salad, but we had those desserts that they
Sandy,
gave
tell 'em
us
about the
afterwards.
desserts.
Oh my gosh, you had the limoncello cake. That was so amazing, and you made that there, right?
Yeah, Chef Robert makes that. That's his creation. It's absolutely delicious.
I know, it was just scrumptious. I mean, it was just soft, and it was it was good.
And one
It
thing
just
about Irish
melted in
people,
your
they
mouth.
know about sweets. They love sweets.
Now, but you also do get some of your desserts from other locations. You had a cheesecake there that you get from someplace else. So I guess if someplace has a specialty, sometimes you'll bring that in to share with your customers.
Yeah, I got nothing against stealing something from somebody else if it's really good.
Good.
Well, I got to tell you, we want to thank you so very much for calling
The
in.
cannolis,
Your cannolis were great. I thank you so much. This plug just cost you $500. But outside of that, I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. Matt said trade. I got an Italian restaurant. What do you want me to do, man?
Albert, thank
We
you
had
so
such
much.
a great time. Thank you. You
Thank
guys
you.
have a wonderful 4th.
And thank you for
Same
your
here.
staff
Thanks,
and everything.
buddy.
Have a great 4th of July.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, all right.
What a nice guy. Wasn't he a wonderful
I know,
guy?
it's wonderful. Everybody was wonderful there.
He sat down at our table and he started eating the lasagna. That's what really killed me.
Yeah, I'm sharing it with them, you know. Well, you know, Johnny, I know you just took your headphones off.
Yes, ma'am.
But, you know, Johnny, I know that you've been bringing us some fabulous guests, and one of them yesterday, you know, you brought us the group yesterday from the Barbershop Quartet, Brian and the Barbershop Quartet, the Sunny Boys. And, you know, it's so nice now that we have this wonderful tag that they did for us. And I know they've got the finals going on this weekend, Saturday.
Saturday and today they're on as well. You know, they're on from 11 o'clock this morning, clear till 11 o'clock tonight.
That's
it's a
right.
12-hour deal, and
That's right.
tomorrow as well. All the very finalists are tomorrow over at the MGM Grand in the Grand Garden Arena.
So people
And
can
it's
get
the
tickets
National.
for that to watch.
You
Yeah.
can. You can. I think the tickets are like $25.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable. And last night I would say there was at least 10,000 people there.
10,000?
10,000.
Oh my gosh, that's big.
I couldn't believe it.
That's big.
That's nothing.
And then
That'll be
also,
at our house.
You were introduced to them, though. You were introduced to Brian by one of our new sponsors.
We are. We have a new sponsor is the firearms. It's called Discount Firearms, and also he owns the enterprises of J&J Enterprises. They do excavation, paving, and asphalt maintenance. Same company plus
Oh,
the
my
firearms.
gosh, yeah.
And they are coming on as our sponsor this next week.
Good. So we'll probably have them on next week, right? To talk
We could
about
have them on
everything?
again
Yeah.
next week,
Okay,
right?
good.
But they're coming in. Joe Wyson is the one that's coming
Yes.
on with us, and he's already introduced me to his people. And they're kicking off the program on Tuesday.
You know what Joe said to me? He called me on the phone. He said, Mike, we're very happy to be a part of the organization.
He
He
did.
says, I know that you and Sandy have the club down there. He says, and I want to put one of my friends there, you know, that work for me. And if anybody has a problem, I'll put a cap in their keister. I said, I have no problem with that. You know, I want everybody to know out there in TV land, and I'm talking about Gil Cohen and all my Jewish friends, which is, you know, Evan Davis, my
Yes,
Lansman
yeah,
rabbi.
yeah.
I'm wearing a yarmulke right now, everybody.
He is,
And
he
it's
is.
Matt Brown's yarmulke. I'm giving it to you back, Matt.
You know, I hope you don't get in trouble, Matt, for letting him wear that.
Oh
you know?
no! What are you talking about? You know, Italian people
What? What?
I wear yarmulkes. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Well, listen, Matthew, I want to. Is it okay if I call you Matthew, or do you want me to call you
Either
Matt?
way, yeah.
Oh, Rabbi.
Tell us a little bit about your online news network. I want to know. You've got all these stations that you've got online, and you said you do a lot of streaming online.
Yes, in every country we go into, we have live streaming. Like in the Philippines, there's 150 radio stations. There's 50 TV stations. In Korea, there's about 87 radio stations in your country. And what we're doing, we're totally different. We're not a regular newspaper. Even though we have news, we have something totally different. We have, starting at the end of the month, we'll have streaming movies.
Oh,
We will have groups from the Strip. We're going to start streaming live from the Strip, shows. We don't know if they're going to be paid per view or not,
I was
but
going to say you're going to charge.
got to charge something, you know.
Yeah.
By the end of October, we'll have 1 million hits per day. That's what's predicted.
Wow.
Per day. And this is a 4-year work. My wife, Dawn Brown, which he knows. We've been working on this for 4 years, and this just came around. I met Johnny many years ago, and we ran into a hall over by my office, and I says, let's get together. And with these aren't regular newspapers. We have Facebooks on there.
Okay.
When you come to our site, you will be there, and you will not want to leave.
But there's a lot of sites here. I mean, you've got, can I name a few of these?
Yes,
You've got
please.
Israelite International, Filipino La Prensa, Nevada Social News Network, La Prensa Inc., Zion Social News Network, Brazil La Prensa, Korean Social News Network, China Social News Network, Panama La Prensa, Puerto Rico La Prensa Thai, Dominican Republic, Romania Social News Network, UK Social News Network, Japan Social News Network, Colombia Social News Network. Oh my gosh, you got them around the
Well,
world.
there'll be 6 more by the end of the month. And the reason we're doing this, we want something different.
Yeah.
We want something totally different. When you go to our location, you're not going to leave.
Yes.
And what's nice, and for an example, there's 185,000 Filipino people here. They would like to know what's going on in our
They all
house.
eat balut,
That's
too.
right.
Yeah, they like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And the beautiful part is they can go on our social news network, and they can listen to their hometown radio. Now, where can you do that?
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
By Monday, you'll be streaming live worldwide.
That's right, and not only that, you have Facebook, you've
Yes.
got radio. What is this? Radio TV,
Yes.
and you've got movies. You got movies, games,
Right.
and
No gambling, though.
No gambling in
No
US?
gambling. I can do it in other countries, but I can't do it in the U.S. because
Oh,
the
no.
banks won't go for it.
Okay.
These are
Who
regular
won't go
games.
for it,
You've
man?
got-
I'll make a call with my cousin Guido. We'll get you straightened out. Don't worry.
fundraising. You've
Yeah.
got entertainment, and Monta.com. What's that?
Well, this is a special company that promotes us. They promote about 400,000 small countries. I mean, not countries, but small companies just starting out.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, they took me right to the top so fast. I wasn't ready.
Wow.
And they'll give you a 90 days free trial. And I've been with them almost 8 months now. And they've got me.
Monta.com.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
okay, MANTA.com.
Right.
right.
And
So, Matt, at my birthday, this is going to be, you're going to stream this?
Yes.
Oh my
We
God.
can't stream it. We stream it the next day because we won't be set up because I have my IT guys on vacation.
So it gets, how do you work it? What do you
Well,
just
what
bring
I'll
it
do
in?
is I'll give your people a what you call a cloud. They
Okay.
understand what that is, and they can go in. They can stream live anything they want. They have no.
What do you think about that, Brett? Because Carl Grosser right now is shaking. He's saying, Mike, what the hell you doing now?
Yeah,
This will be in 14 countries by Monday.
14 countries, Carl. They're all going to know you're a billionaire.
Yeah. And the beauty of it
Well,
is,
we're going to have some great entertainment there too,
Yes.
so that'll be nice.
well,
yeah.
the
that's
beauty of
gonna
it
be
is, on all the print will be 67 languages.
Oh.
And then starting the first of the year, you'll be able to click. It'll read it to you in English, read it to you. And if you click and it's if it's in German or Philippine or in Tagalog, it'll read it back to you in that language.
Gosh, that's amazing.
We're the first. We have a lot of firsts.
So how did this come about? Sorry, how did this come about? What was the inspiration to do this? You said you and your
Well,
wife started this, but why?
Newspapers are phasing out.
Yeah.
And I think the younger generation needs to get an idea, still be in touch with the news, because
Yes, of
you
course,
ask the average kid on the street today, he didn't know who was president last year. Hadn't got a clue. So by us bringing the entertainment to the social news network, while they're looking, they're actually going to get some news. They're going to get an education.
They'll get it without even thinking about it.
Right, exactly. It's like a subliminal message. It works.
Yeah.
It's my wife's idea. It wasn't mine. She named the company. She always comes up with the great ideas.
Really?
I just put the deals together.
That's Kool-Aid face.
Yeah, Kool-Aid face. Yeah.
You know, Johnny Stewart called Sandy last night.
Yeah.
And I want to put you on the spot, son. And he was telling
On the
me,
spot.
he says that he feels that you're one of the greatest pianists ever.
Wow.
Johnny told me.
And Johnny doesn't get
So Johnny said to me, he said, Mike, would I impose on you if I can bring the kid, to the party? So I said, well, how much does he eat? Really? So, because we got like Dr. Perry, like he'll knock down a hindquarter and bite a wall on the way out.
I don't know what you're talking. I mean, even the women. I mean, the women are eating 3 and 4 portions of this. They're like, and they're saying, "Oh my gosh, I'd never eat like this." Lisa,
Well,
she says, "Went back 4 times the other day."
But we're excited to have you. You know what I mean? But Johnny, he told me, he said, Mike, you're going to love this kid the way he plays. And we're happy to have you at the party. And it's going to cost you a lot of money for this because I get
Johnny
10%
doesn't
of your
give
action.
Well, you know what? If you're just tuning in now, you're listening to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael and Johnny Stewart, and of course our team, Ryan, Misha, and Rhett, and John Lindquist, and of course the team and staff of KLAV and Lotus Broadcasting,
That's right.
including Chef Michael. Did I say Chef Michael? And we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors. Don't let me forget Chef Michael.
That's right. She said, I can't wait to go to the bottom of the bar. Yeah.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael here on KLAV, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. You know, we're going to have a fabulous day today. I know a lot of people are off today.
Yes.
The cars, I mean, there weren't any cars in the parking lot this morning. I know John and the staff, they're off. They're off enjoying themselves already. And somebody said, well, you guys could just rerun one of your shows. And I said,
That was me.
no way. No, and I'm so glad that we didn't because it's so nice to have everybody here. Sang Bae, you know, you're performing, you're producing, you're directing, you're doing all these shows, you're writing and composing songs. What is your next big show that you're going to be doing?
Well, I just got here, so I'm still adjusting the time difference here. But I am open to anything right now. And as I'm I'm personally writing a musical down, and which will be hopefully ready within the next year or so, and start promoting it. But until then, I'll just reach out to any gigs, to lounge, to musical, to anything, just to get my hands on the keys.
Well, you know what? I have an organization called WEMA, Women in Music and Arts, but now it includes men, so it's actually Women and Men in Music and Arts. And we have a luncheon the third Saturday of almost every month. And what we do is we have a lunch at a different place. We're going to have it at the West Wing Cigar Lounge, and Chef Michael will be preparing food. We're going to have entertainment, and we're going to have the UNLV Jazz Quartet is going to be there this time, and they're going to be the beneficiaries of a scholarship from us. So what we do is we empower artists of all ages, and we also raise money to give scholarships. And one of the things that's so important is to educate the young students about what's important if they're just starting out. And what advice would you give to a young student just starting out who wants to compose, who wants to get into musical theater, or who wants to be a great musician?
Well, I'm still a baby myself, but I think just a perseverance. I think that's the key factor, because in music, as I've been playing for about 15, 16 years now, and the longer I play, more I learn, and more I realize that there's so much more to grow. And I believe the right.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much again for being on the show. And then we've got a caller. I'm sorry, who? Fleury? Can you hold on a second, Fleury? I've got to just say thank you here to Meredith Krause for coming out, too. She's a wonderful singer, and she has her Gmail address, which is Meredith Krause, Krause, @gmail.com. And Meredith, you have an absolutely fabulous voice, and I hope you're going to join us at the party this weekend and come on out to the West Wing Cigar Lounge to sit in with us, okay?
I would love that.
Okay, thank you. And thank you so much again for singing a little bit.
Bring your dad. I haven't seen him. I want to say hi to him. Hope your father comes.
No
And then
problem.
Fleury, hi Fleury, how you doing?
Hey, just wanted to say happy 4th to everybody, and send me an email on the address for the party tomorrow. I'll be there.
Oh, okay. I will do that.
Is it going to be? Is it tomorrow evening?
Yes, it is, Flurry.
Yes, it is.
Oh, great.
All right, I'll text you the address, okay, Fleury?
That'll be good.
Okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you then, okay?
All right.
He's from the Ink Spots, guys, and he is a fabulous singer, and
Great
he's
singer.
been sitting in with us out at the West Wing Cigar Lounge. We hope you'll be out there again next Wednesday, too, Fleury.
Thanks, Flurry.
All right.
We love you, buddy.
Okay. Listen, if you're just tuning in now, you're too late. But but you can also go on YouTube and you can see our shots there, our videos. And I want to thank everybody, all of our guests, and especially Chef Michael and Johnny Stewart for being here on Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. We will see you again Monday morning.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. I wish I could invite everybody to Carl's house, but he'll never talk to me
And
again.
we'll
We
see
love
you tonight
you.
at the West Wing Cigar Lounge with the Tommy Thompson Project and Jeannie Snow.
Right, we'll tell you all about what happens at Monday morning. Thanks,
Okay,
everybody.
Bye, bye. Happy 4th of July.